Can epigenetics influence chronic immune inflammation? Imagine your immune system as a busy city with thousands of workers. Sometimes, these workers get overexcited and cause trouble instead of helping. That's what happens in chronic immune inflammation. Now, what if I told you that tiny chemical tags can tell these workers how to behave? These tags are part of what we call epigenetics. Epigenetics involves chemical changes that turn genes on or off without changing the actual DNA. Think of it like a switch that controls how active certain genes are. These switches can be influenced by things like what you eat, pollution, stress, or infections. For example, if your DNA gets a chemical mark called methylation, it can turn off certain genes. Conversely, modifications like histone acetylation can make genes more accessible and active. In chronic inflammation, these epigenetic changes can keep immune cells in a state of high alert. For example, immune cells called macrophages can stay in a pro-inflammatory mode, which means they keep releasing signals that cause inflammation. This can lead to tissue damage and ongoing health problems. In autoimmune diseases like systemic lupus erythematosus, scientists have found that immune cells often have less methylation, which makes them produce more inflammatory signals. This can be triggered by environmental factors like viral infections or exposure to ultraviolet light. Epigenetics also influences how different immune cells behave. Macrophages can switch between fighting inflammation and calming down. Epigenetic modifications help decide which way they go. When these signals go wrong, macrophages can get stuck in a pro-inflammatory state, making it harder for the body to resolve inflammation. MicroRNAs are tiny pieces of RNA that help control immune responses. They can turn off specific genes involved in inflammation. Interestingly, the production of microRNAs is also controlled by epigenetic marks. This creates a complex web where genes, microRNAs, and environmental factors all work together to influence inflammation. From a practical point of view, understanding epigenetics opens doors for new treatments. Scientists are exploring drugs that can modify these chemical tags to help reset immune cells. These drugs aim to reduce harmful inflammation without suppressing the entire immune system. This approach could help treat autoimmune diseases and other chronic inflammatory conditions more precisely. In summary, epigenetics plays a big role in how our immune system responds over time. It can turn genes on or off, affecting whether inflammation becomes a short-term response or a long-term problem. By learning more about these processes, researchers hope to find better ways to manage and treat chronic immune inflammation and autoimmune diseases.